Oh, what's up, everybody? And how is everybody doing out there? Hope everybody is doing well. I did a live stream earlier, and if you're not aware, you must be living in a hole somewhere, right? About the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. I'm not a political channel. I don't get into politics. I've in the past expressed my views, and some subscribers got mad. Some subscribers quit watching. Um, so therefore, I tried to keep, my political views kind of to myself. Um, but it's like, what we are, today with what transpired, that's major history. That's major history in America. I know I have subscribers that aren't from America, and that's great. That's good. Um, and everybody has their own opinion to everything, right? But that's major history. And once I got done my live stream, I've just been flipping from channel to channel to channel to channel, not necessarily listening to what news people have to say. All right. Because you're always going to like one news channel over another news channel, right? Because that one news channel is telling you what you want to hear. The other channel is telling you what you don't want to hear. But you know what I did? I watched the comments in the channels. You know, the the comments people were saying, just to kind of get a feel on what people were thinking. Of course you have, supporters, and you have those that don't like the other candidate. But it seems like for the most part, the civil people, sublet, the civil people were like, you know what? We don't wish harm on anybody, no matter who they are. We don't wish harm on any candidate. Yeah, like Porlala 45 says, see, I age staged. Well, I don't know. Was the landing on the moon staged, right? There's always a conspiracy theory people out there and stuff. Um, they that's history. Um, you know, all of us, and if you are still alive, I'd love to meet you. All of us, we weren't around when Lincoln got assassinated, right? So we don't know what it was like. We can only read about it. JFK. Now, there were people that are probably, and they are still alive, my mom being one, were alive when that happened. The sadness, the sorrow the country felt. Um, Me included, I was alive when the attempt happened on President Reagan, and Ford. Like, there was an attempt on Ford. Um, but it just, nobody wishes anybody to get, something like that to happen in a world leader. Um, but yeah, it was interesting watching people's responses, people's comments and stuff. Um, I just got done watching I think it was the Butler, PA police press conference. All right. And they said, we don't know the name of the shooter. We know he's a 20-year-old male from Pennsylvania. Come on. How do you not know the name of the shooter? He's a 20-year-old male from Pennsylvania, but you don't know the name of the shooter. You're always going to get the old, well, it's under investigation. It's under investigation. Everything's under investigation. And I can understand that. Things are under investigation. They're not going to, I don't think first of all, there's a lot involved. They know his name. They know where he's from. Now you got to start checking backlogs on the guy, going through his computer history, finding out if he's associated with anybody, finding out if he's tied with anybody or anything. Another big thing they got to be careful is releasing the name, because you know how um, people can be. All right. Especially after 9/11, we seen it big time in America. Anybody that was of, how would you call it? Like, I guess Arab descent, they were targeted for no apparent reason, just because of the nationality. I can remember going to this one convenience store on my way to work, get coffee, and they were they were of a different nationality, Arab or whatever. I think they were like, I don't even think they were from like Iran or Iraq, but they were targeted, from people. Captain Ron Solo, thank you, sir. Um, so they can watch. They don't want to put out a name, and people all of a sudden, I'm going to tie that name to like, oh, that was a Russian name. That was a Iraqi name. That was a Muslim name. That was you know what I'm saying? Because people will jump on that. They will jump on that and start attacking other nationalities. And it's just I myself am getting kind of like just, and I've been fed up with the politics in the United States. Why can't you just get on and debate? Here's what I'm going to do for the country. Here's what I've done for the country, and give out the positive things you want done and the positive things that you're going to run on. All right. It's to the point, like if you watch these debates, it's one tearing down the other person. Okay, I can look at people's track records and decide on my own their track records, right? But it's like and I know a lot of Americans feel the same way, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, whatever, they feel the same way. Um, but yeah, I'm not, you know what, I don't want people coming in here and, trash and this and trash. And, that's not why I'm doing this live. Um, yeah, that's another one. That was like a thing out there. Presidents that were elected in the year 00. But they're sitting there saying of course they're going to push the blame somewhere, right? That's how it works. Now they're pushing the blame towards the Secret Service. Well, technically, it is their job to protect their client, right? Everybody can sit there and say, hey, the guy was here on this building, and he was in direct line of the Secret Service. And why did nobody take, here's another one. Why did nobody take serious when somebody said they seen somebody climbing up on the building? There's so many things flying around, so many conspiracy theories are starting, and there will be many, many more conspiracy theories coming out there. It's just the way it is, right? It's just the way it is. But you know what? I am going to open up this chat. And if anybody, that's kind of why I also wanted to do a live chat right now, to see if anybody wants to come on and like just give their opinion, give what they think, give what their thoughts. I'm not opening up for people to bash the other party, to people trash the other party. That's not what I'm doing. I just want to hear what you guys have to say. Probably the Secret Service overlooked the outer surroundings, the rally area. Yeah. We don't know their job because it's secret, right? We don't know what how they secure an area. What's your inner perimeter? What's your outer perimeter? We used to do all that training into prison. You got your you have your immediate responders, your inner perimeter, your outer perimeter. We used to do that too. We don't know all that. We'll see. Okay, Paul, you're right. Former President Trump. I think I corrected that. I will correct that in my, what do you call it? People say it's stage. Think about, Brian, how the Secret Service could allow someone in close proximity to carry this out from an elevated point. Yeah, guys, you would have thought they learned from JFK, right? You would have thought high elevation, line of sight, any line of sight from a tall building. You know what I'm saying? You'd have thought they would have learned. Now Brian says it's staged. It's not realistic. Okay, I mean, we're not there. We don't know. Yes, other people. One or two others died. Some people were in critical. We don't know. We only will hear what the media wants us to hear. We're not in that. We just don't know. Like I said earlier, was the moon landing, was that staged? Some people think it's staged. Filipino children playing. All the world is a stage. Denny B, how are you, Denny? Check your message. I sent you a message. Them's the media rhetoric created a monster, and inept agent sucked. Former president, yes, and future president. Everybody has their own thoughts on who's going to be elected next. Time will tell. Over the years, families have been divided. Friends have been divided over this whole entire process of electing presidents. I don't know. I mean, it's brought out violence on both sides. Can't say it's one party, it's another party. It has brought out violence on both sides of the party. Yeah. There's the link. Somebody jump in. Click the link. Follow it. Let me hear what you have to say. Says YouTube is not allowing independent journalists to filter in search results. Hard to find. Only big broadcast media and news stations. You are correct. They might even flag this one because of the subject. It's like what the average person can't voice their own opinion as long as it's not done in a hateful way, as long as it's not done in an attempt to incite, problems and crazy stuff. Like, what are my subscribers going to do? Go out, storm around? I'm a Philly and a Philippines supporter, and I disagree with them. No, but you can't. They don't allow you to. Keywords, especially now with this, going on. They don't allow you to. Sunshine and rainbows is all we want to hear. Well, even Philippine politics divide families here. You are correct, AJ. I have seen that here also. I have seen it. I think that's every country, everywhere. Here's how I looked at it. If the candidate that I chose to back didn't win the presidency for the next 4 years, I accepted it. I didn't, did I like the policies that former presidents did in the past compared to other presidents? No. But you know what? You accept the fact that the majority of the people wanted a certain president in, no matter in what point of history. Like him or not. Next 4 years roll around, Get out there and vote again. We can't, we can, as American citizens and any citizens in any country, unless I think like Russia, where it's definitely rigged. Oh, did I say that? Anyways, you have the ability to change it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you just, it is what it is. Um, that's a question I wanted to know. Where did the bullet go after hitting an ear? People everywhere. Exactly. You know, the the it had to go somewhere, and that whole entire scene out there in Butler, PA, is locked down. Locked down. Um, they're definitely combing that whole area with a fine tooth comb. Bob Kirkman, how you doing?
How you doing, Brian?
Good, good. I don't hang on. Let me.
How you enjoying that province life?
Good. Everything is good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, get out of Angeles is probably the best thing for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
my
definitely an eye opener. So
yeah,
moving
my uh,
here,
my thoughts on this is I don't know how you can claim it's staged when an innocent bystander gets killed, and
right,
then I mean, think he turned his head to look at uh, for a film on like a billboard or something. They was running a clip. If he'd have been standing straight out, he'd have hit him, in the head. So,
right,
and me being I was a prior cop. Um, this guy probably didn't account for windage from that distance. As a been a former cop and a sniper, you got to carry your windage and all that stuff in, and he probably didn't account for any of that. Trying to get it done
right,
quick. So
right.
it
And
just
and and
this place is crazy. It's unbelievable.
and you know what? It's like all this will come out over
Yep.
the next few days. Who he was, what type of background, did he have military training? You know, was he with an organization? All this will come out, all
Well,
in
from
good time.
they have if you go to BBC, they got a witness that's talking about. He pointed out that they were up there, and they're like, did they kill him? Like, yeah, they blew his head off. So you can't see him. So the snipers got him. The Secret Service snipers got him. But
Right,
so
right. I did see a photo of him, of the body, supposed body.
yeah.
Right, we don't know, laying on the roof.
Well, it's amazing how some other stuff happens politically, and they got a name within an hour. You're not hearing anything on this. That's what's making it weird. Nothing. So
Right.
not identifying the shooter at all. I mean, come on, they've done identified him by his fingerprints.
Well,
If his
sure,
head was blown off.
sure,
So
sure. And like they said in the news conference, we don't know his name, but we know he's a 20-year-old male from Pennsylvania.
yeah.
Come on. You have to
So
listen closely to their, to catch on.
was Stephen making a comment. Where did the bullet go after hitting it? Hitting his ear. There's people everywhere. There's other people shot. There's a guy that was shot in the head. And it killed him instantly. And there's a couple other people that were shot. So that's where them bullets went. When he missed, you hear a volley of, 4 or 5 shots, and then
Yes,
there's a pause, and then you hear like 5 or 6 more shots. That's them
yes.
taking the sniper out.
Right,
So
right. I listen real close, and you can hear a couple pops, and then a pause, and then multiple pops.
yeah, that's them taking him out.
Right.
So
His name was Thomas Crooks. That's what Denny's saying. I don't know. Maybe they finally released his name.
they might have.
Yeah.
I just heard the press conference saying they're going to release it for a while. They're going to wait to release it.
Yeah. They, they, like I said, why can't they release? I mean, then I guess they're looking at a van or something that's suspicious because you don't know what the guy's
What?
thinking was.
Right.
All right,
They just
I'm
don't want to make
prepared.
stop stuff.
I'm prepared to go down. But in the process of going down, you're going to follow my history. And hopefully, maybe the guy's thinking is, you know what? As they follow me, trace me, other things can kick off that I set up. Because some people are sick like that, you know?
Yeah, booby trap their house
Yeah.
and all that stuff. You just when they come in, because they're going to go in and they're going to tear. If he lives alone, they're going to tear his place up. If he lived with his parents, they're going to destroy that house too. Because they're not.
Sure.
They're gonna go through this pretty. Because you figure, I got it. In my true opinion, I honestly believe this probably locked him in. Because it's really going to ignite the Republican supporters.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I personally think unless something changes and somebody steps down, I think people have already decided what candidate they're going to vote for. I think their mind's made
Right.
up.
Yeah. But you look at it, Biden is gone, and Kamala Harris. I mean, I wouldn't trust her, to take care of my dog on vacation. So I don't know.
Right.
I think
Right.
what happened today. I think what happened today put Trump in the White House.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it put him in the White House.
So there, it's
Yeah.
gonna unite the supporters completely.
Time will tell.
But,
Right. Time
You
will
look at
tell.
it from the beginning. They tried to impeach him. It didn't happen. They're trying to try him all over the United States, put him in jail. It didn't happen. They're trying to kill him. It didn't happen. What are they going to do next to him? Poison his food? They're not going to get rid of Trump. They're not going to get rid of him.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
He stood up. Like I said, that picture of him standing up and with his fist in the air, blood running down the side of his face with the American flag in the background. It's gonna,
Yeah,
you know,
That's a
going to be it.
historical shot.
yep,
That there in 1,000 years, if America and the world's still here, that's a historical photo.
You see, a lot of people are saying that the blood in his ears, they're saying it was cut. He was cut it on a teleprompter. They said no teleprompters were broken. He said, I think he was just winged. He was
well,
winged by a bullet.
you see him grab his right ear before,
Oh yeah.
before he went down.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
he had him going down. So it was no teleprompter. It was. Yeah, it
See,
was
I started like because they just kept playing that scene over and over and over and over and over on the news. So I started really studying it. And yes, you could see him grab his ear and then go down. I had thought maybe when I first seen the photo and the first original video, I thought maybe, he went down and the Secret Service jumped on him and something cut him. Something cut his ear or something like that. Then he got up and everything like that. And then he said he was shot. He felt something whiz by his ear. People are saying, well, that's glass from the teleprompter. Who knows, right? Who knows?
Okay, no teleprompter was broken, according to some reports.
Well,
I think he was glazed. He was
buzzing,
glazed.
being a former, cop and stuff, that buzzing by your ear wakes you up real quick.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's something else. Like I said, it's news. Anybody else want to join in? Feel free to click the link. Like I said, we're not here to trash and bash any political party. You can. I always say people can voice their opinions about things without arguing and getting into it. And it's sad. It's sad that I don't know about you. Ed. You're older, and Bob. You're probably around my age, give or
I am.
take.
Yeah,
But
I'm 57. So
I'm an old man.
when we were
man,
growing,
right?
when we were growing up, we didn't sit around with friends and talk politics. We didn't sit around with family and talk politics. We never did that. It just seems like within the past, I don't know how many years, maybe starting Reagan, after Reagan, whatever, man, people have no problem. And in the Philippines, when I first moved here, I did everything I could to avoid news from the United States. It's like, yeah, I was tired of it, because it's constantly in your face. You hear it here. You got to kind of go out and search it with the internet, all that. You can find it. But for the most part, I don't pay attention. Yes, the election's coming up. And yes, I pay attention to that. I watch the local news out of Philadelphia. But beyond that, I really, I don't watch too much.
Well, you're lucky where you're at because the country's gone to hell. I mean, I don't care which side. Both of them are getting just over. It's getting crazy and it's unbelievable. You talking about politics? I was in the Philippines. I was stationed there at Clark, and at times I was there in '86 when they overthrew Marcos and took Corey in, and it got quite interesting. So
Right, right,
Philippine politics is a total different world. Well, before they got rid of when Marcos was over there, ruled it with an iron fist. But
right. And here's the thing I've seen here with politics. People get out and they demonstrate and they holler and they scream and they yell. Even when they see certain things on the news that might be upsetting and stuff, but they don't go out and like riot their neighborhoods. They don't do that. That's one thing here that I have noticed. You can disagree, but they don't go out looting and carrying on.
no, the only like I said, the people power revolution was quite an experience. I was in Manila. We was told, we were not allowed to go to Manila. It was off limits, and I had 3 days off. Me and a couple of buddies had 3 days off, and we'd already had a trip to Manila planned. We came first night, no problem. That second day, we woke up, and it's like you just hear this low rumble, and it's like, what's going on? We're looking out the windows of the hotel, and you see, just a sea of yellow from there at Etsa. It was wild. It was like, oh hell, are we in trouble? Are we gonna get out of this?
Right.
I remember that. I remember
did,
that too well.
Yeah,
but
it was an experience.
did they protest peacefully?
Yeah, it was a bloodless overthrow, basically.
Right.
So, I mean, Filipinos can be violent, but on the most part, they're
They were giving the soldiers flowers. They
Yeah.
won with flowers.
So, I mean, they got
Go ahead.
a lot of corrupt politicians over there, but it
Right.
compared to what we're running through right now, I'd rather be in the Philippines.
I'll tell you what, Mac baby, that is a very true statement.
Probably less than an inch.
Heaven forbid if it actually did happen. I think America right now would be on fire. On fire.
Yeah, it would have brought up some crazy right wing, that would have went out and done just all kinds of crazy stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it like you said, it'd been there'd been rioting.
Yeah. It
No
isn't
doubt.
we were 1 inch away. It isn't we were 1 inch away. You still are 1 inch away. Until this election is over, you're 1 inch away.
So I said, it's probably closer than that. I mean, than that inch. I mean, I don't know, because he, like I said, he turned his head just at the right time to look at that screen.
You know what? And maybe I'm just a sick bastard. All right. But look real close. Did you see a spray?
No, I didn't. I really haven't paid attention to that. No.
Look real close. And I could have swore I seen, you know what I mean by a spray?
Yeah,
Yeah. Could have swore I seen it.
I have to look at it. Yeah.
The conspiracy people will do it. They'll blow it all up and they'll say he reached up and he cut his ear. And
Cut my, he cut his own ear. They're talking here on Facebook now. He's gonna say, "Well, I'm the best at trying to get assassinated."
It was all staged. That's what they were saying. They're saying staged.
Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of people at the beginning were saying that, and some people are
yeah.
still saying it. Now, do they believe it, or are they just trying to get under people's skin by saying it? I think they're just getting under people's skin. And you know as well as I do, there are people out there that are saying too bad.
Oh yeah.
You know,
A lot
that's
of them,
just a heartless
you know,
individual.
Oh yeah.
that,
Oh yeah.
that's exactly what it is. I mean, if you're okay with what just happened tonight, you're you ain't right now. I don't care which side, you're not right.
Teflon Don, what the hell?
Well, the way you come back up with that fist, like I said, with that fist in the air and American flag in the background, that's going to be, like I
Yeah.
said, going to be a historical photo.
That
So,
picture is going to be there.
yep.
Yeah.
And
And what was he yelling? Fight, fight,
fight,
fight.
Yeah.
yeah,
Fight.
fight,
Fight. Fight. Yeah.
yeah.
Fight on. Yeah.
Did you
Let
did
me
you
get
hear
my
before?
shoe.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. Before they cut the mic, I don't know what happened. I wish they would have kept rolling mic. You could hear him saying, "Let me get my shoe."
Let me get my shoe.
Yeah.
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 I
And
mean,
the thing is, they're going to take that fight. Fight. If anything
Oh yeah,
happens,
it,
that's going to go against him so bad. They're going to blame him. Anything on the backlash, they'll blame him for it. He told the people to fight. He told them to go out and cause trouble. Yeah.
you're talking, Mike. I don't know, like why. Well, maybe I could understand why they wouldn't release the name of the person that uh, died because maybe their family hasn't been notified yet.
I mean,
At least they have a heart to not put that name out to until the family's been notified, and not only that, um, they're investigating all that. You know
well,
how
they know who did it. Like I said, they knew not long after. I'm sure with fingerprints, whatever.
right
It they know they're just not. I don't know why they're not releasing it, but like you said, maybe that reason. So
now they're saying
okay,
TMZ has released it. You know,
I just wonder about TMZ, but
who knows, right? Who
yeah.
knows? They're all chomping at the bid to get that name. They're
So are
all chomping at
they
that bid.
Andrew? Were they saying what kind of political affiliation from TMZ? Are they giving any of that?
Yeah, I don't
So,
know. That's the second time somebody brought that name up. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll know by we'll know. I'll know by the end of the day. Everybody will know by tomorrow morning's news. So, Redneck and Pinay, how are you doing? What are your thoughts? You have any thoughts?
Yeah, it seems kind of fishy to me. A lot of things seem kind of weird on this thing to me. I was just looking at the Google Maps, and you're looking at the whole scene over there. Like the highest point that Secret Service or some law enforcement should have had a sniper on, is a blue water tower, not very far, and you can see the whole top of that building that they shot the shooter on,
Right.
from that water tower. And how on earth a guy was able to cross the field in broad daylight, which he was seen, but not seen by law enforcement, and then crawl up on top of this one-story building. If you look at the maps, it's a one-story building, and then get a shooting position from there, and then take a shot.
well, it's like a part of a company, is what it looks like, and I'm wondering if maybe he had put the weapon in, before, and they didn't see him carrying the weapon in. But I don't see
Well,
why
there,
Secret Service should be on any building that's up that has an elevated shot, even
I
that close.
I agree. Well, there's actually in that building complex where that place is, where that business is. There's actually a two-story building that's on the other side. Like, it's hard for me to explain it to you, but anyway, it's a two-story building that would overlook the one-story building that the shooter was killed on top of. And then you've got this humongous water tower. It's really tall. That's nearby also. So it'll be very interesting to see how this investigation plays out and see where the failure was of law enforcement to see this. It just blows my mind. But
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. That's the only thing we can do. We're not there. We're not in the back room finding, and they're only going to release to everybody what they want you to hear. That's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, but I honestly think it probably sealed his win. So.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I agree with that.
Yeah, time will tell. I'm not going to say either way.
I mean, you start
I'll
looking
lose
at
subscribers, and I'll have people hate me, and this is a platform for you guys, to discuss amongst
I'd
yourselves.
go out and call it. I think he's going to be in the White House. It did it. I'd call it.
Yeah, and then it's like I watched it play out, and dude, you just got shot. All right, Secret Service jumped all over you, yet you were pushing Secret Service away so you could get up and out of there and say fight, fight, fight. It's like, dude, you just got shot.
He was definitely fighting them. I mean, they're trying to push him off that stage, and he's fighting them.
Even all the way into the
vehicle.
The vehicle. Now, did you hear? I thought I heard when the mic was live that the shooter was down.
Yeah,
did you hear something like that?
Saying it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's what they were talking. They were saying he's down. Let's move. Shooter down. Right. Let's move. So
right. And you're aware, they were saying that front area where he stands to give his, where he stands to address everybody, that red, white, and blue there, that red, white, that's bulletproof, they said. Because how they took him down, they said they take him down like that to get behind that bulletproof fencing right there. I heard that too. One of the Secret Service guys or retired guy was, he was explaining that. That's why, he got down, they took him out of the line of fire. But yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, he's definitely gutsy, He's showing the defiance that makes him, You can't beat me, you're going to try to kill me. I'm going to keep fighting.
But you wonder how the tone of the politics are going to go now, since this happened.
Hopefully it does, because there's too much.
That digging on each other and trashing each other and all that incites people to, people that aren't all there, incites them to act. So you wonder if they're going to tone their approach towards each other down now. You know what I mean?
You would hope so, because it's crazy. It's just unbelievable. Like you said, there's people that have lost family, members over this crazy stuff. So fighting each other, I'm over who the president is. Really, how much do they really affect your daily life? But it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to tone down. If you're watching any of the, they're all poking. Well, they're both responsible.
Both throw insults at each other. Yeah.
Nobody wants to take responsibility and say, okay, we're going to stop it on our end. I hope the other ones do too, but it's not going to happen.
No.
Right.
It's sad.
And it's like, will Trump come out and say they can't beat me, so they try to shoot me? the new slogan.
Probably.
Yeah, you never know.
He'll work it in there. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's what gets me. Also, they were talking about trying to take his Secret Service stuff away, and they refused RFK Secret Service. Now, how can you do that when his dad was assassinated?
Right.
And the only reason they did that is because he's a Democrat and running as an independent against Biden, and they're mad.
Yeah, I seen a little interview with was it RFK Jr.
Mhm. Yeah,
I think, and they were, he was talking about, that security and everything like that. He lived through his uncle being, assassinated and his dad being assassinated. You know,
that, as a young kid, yeah, that's got to be traumatizing.
he said he was 10 and 12 at the time.
Somewhere around there,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It's nuts. Just
follow. And but so there was, and unprecedented. I think I was supposed to get both that service, but still does not have it.
yeah. Wait, somebody just sent me a photo of this Thomas Matthew Cook. I'm not going to put it out there because I don't want to be the person breaking the news with his photo. Well, somebody got a photo of it because they sent it to me. But yeah, anybody, I'm
He'll be,
going to
he'll be
post the
the
link
first
again.
person. He'll be the first phone in the Philippines. Post Brian.
Yeah.
Get out there, Brian.
you're gonna have to
Yeah.
click. You're gonna have to click after you. Better watch it.
Yeah. There's, if anybody else wants to jump on, I think I can do up, I don't know how many people I can do at one shot, but anybody that has their own opinion, a different opinion, feel free to hop on. Like I said, I'm not here to trash people who have different views or different opinions.
Yeah.
That's not what this live's about. I just want to hear other people's thoughts.
Well, I'm gonna bail off here, Brian. I'll let somebody else, get a chance to get on if you can. Enjoy.
All right.
I enjoy your videos and enjoy your life where you're at, man. He said because it's over here. It's getting crazy. So
All right.
take care of
Thank you.
yourself. No problem.
Take care.
See, it took Brian a while. The long time I've been over here,
Oh, did I jump? Ed, I think I lost you, buddy. I think I lost Ed Lippett. Might have clicked the wrong guy. Jump back on it if you want. Yeah,
Well,
I
just us people over here by Surigao City now online. So
where are you at?
I'm down here in Lanuza. I can see your island across the bay.
Oh, so you're down this part of the Philippines.
Yeah, I'm in Surigao del Sur.
Oh, okay. We're heading over that way tomorrow to Surigao City.
Oh, okay.
We're heading over there. Lut has something to deal with the bank, and plus, maybe I'll go eat at McDonald's. No.
Bad McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's pretty modern, actually.
You know what? Is it only one?
In Surigao City.
Yeah. Okay. I ate at that one
Yeah,
last time we got to Surigao City.
that's where we usually fly in and out of. Is Surigao City over there?
Is that? I looked into that. How do you, when you fly in? Where do you? I mean, it's not a direct flight, right?
No, we got to either Manila or Cebu. I think we actually did one direct flight, and my wife's not here to confirm this, but I think we may have went one flight where we went to Clark directly from Surigao City. Now, don't I think that's true, but we definitely go to Manila.
Because I looked into flights to Shergow City. And it was actually cheaper for me to fly down to Butuan, take the bus up, and then take the boat across. However, me coming in by myself one way, it's easier. But yeah, take care, Denny B. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I checked into that also.
Yeah, we used to fly in and out of Butuan all the time, and for us, that's a 5-6 hour van ride. And I was like, nah, if we can get in and out of Surigao City, let's do it. And that's what we've been doing.
It took you 5 hours from Butuan up?
Oh yeah, and no matter
Really?
how you want to go down through Tundog and go that direction, or if you want to go up through Surigao City, either way, it's still a 5 or 6 hour van ride.
All right.
So,
yeah. Because I could have swore we took the bus from Butuan up, and it was like 4 hours.
Oh, to where you are, yeah.
No, not here. From Butuan up to Shergow City was 4 hours.
Nah, it's not quite.
Then the van, like the dude was flying. I swore it took like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of rain there too? You have to.
Raining right now, yeah.
Yeah, every day for the past, I don't know, month, it seems like.
Yep. Same here.
Well, let me put the link one more time out there. If anybody wants to jump on and say something, what they got to say.
Now, getting back to what about at the topic, you were talking about how Trump's reaction to the whole thing just kind of seemed different to me. And of course, me and you both know that people react different ways to different trauma. But even in his own tweet, he's saying, "Yeah, I heard the shot, and then I heard the whiz, and then and then I felt the bullet tear my skin." And with an that's supersonic, you're not even going to hear it before it hits you. And then his reaction, after he just got shot, and then he's wanting to get out of the protection of service guys.
Right.
And God, he's making it life hard on them guys. Trying to expose himself again. And I just know it's strange to me. And I may be all wrong on this, but just something to think about. And then you start looking at the Google Maps and you start looking at the layout of the land. Something's just not right. Things are not adding up.
Something was missed along the way.
Exactly.
Yeah. But they might figure it out. And then again, they may not. I mean, they couldn't figure out how the coke got in the White House.
That's true too.
Yeah. There's no elections. It's done. The selection.
What a mess.
There's Mitch Bromwell. Now, Mitch works for NASA. And he's not, it's no secret there. Mitch, there's people saying that it was all staged. What are your thoughts on people that say the moon landing was staged, right?
That's interesting.
The bullet hits you, you will never hear it. If it misses, but it's close, you can hear the pass. All right. I don't know. I've never been shot out, so I don't know. So, all right, guys. If there's nobody else that wants to jump on and say what they got to say, I'm going to end this live stream. Like I said, I've sat there for a couple hours now, just watching the news and watching it over and over and over and hearing different things and people giving the professionals giving their opinions and uh, and I just wanted to get on and hear you guys' thoughts, right? Getty Image has a picture of the bullet in mid-flight past his head. There you go. I was just thinking that. Somebody will slow it down. You know, somebody that has 5,000 K at 5 billion uh what is it? Uh 5,000 K at like 5 billion, whatever it is. They'll be able to slow it down and definitely see it. But then again, they'll say that, you know, that could be Photoshop. So anyways, guys, there it is. There's my thoughts. There's your thoughts. Like I said, this live stream was not about bashing in a candidate, any other candidate, none of that. Like, this is history we are all witnessing, American history. And just, I don't know, if you're going to vote. Don't argue with people. Don't, express your thoughts and your feelings with people that disagree with you. And it's not worth it. Everybody out there has people that they associate themselves with that is part of the political party that they associate with also. And you can talk. But I'm just tired of it with a lot of other people breaking up friendships and families and all that. But anyways, your heart has to go out to the victims, those that were, killed, and those that were hurt badly, and the president, I better get it right, former President Trump, and you hope everybody's doing well, and hope everybody recovers that is has been hurt real bad, and the families that are dealing with this right now. And with that, guys, I'm going to end this live stream. I will turn off the comments on the live stream because I didn't really, I monitor, but I didn't hardly monitor it. And I'm sure there were some people in here voicing their ugly opinion, but it is what it is. The movie is about faking the moon landing. All right, Mitch, we shall talk to you guys later.